Hey people, Fernando doing another video for more survivalists, and in this case time for EDC, specifically EDC flashlights, and these ones something a little bit different. Full disclosure, these were not sent for reviewing. I bought these myself. I saw these two in Amazon. I thought, hey, these look quite nice and different. I'll give them a try. And sometimes I do get flashlights from Olight, Through Night, and it does not change my opinion. If I like something, I will say it. If I think it could be improved in some way or another, I will say that as well. But in this case, no, I bought these myself. If you're interested in purchasing these, if I find them in Amazon, given the holiday season, a lot of things are not available, but if they are, you will find the links for these there below in the description, as well as my book, Street Survival Skills, Surviving the Economic Collapse and Bugging Out and Relocating, available in Amazon, following the links below. Remember, whatever it is that you buy using those affiliate links in Amazon, it helps out the channel and it does not change the price, the final price for you in any way. So much appreciated if you end up using those. I do like these. They're different. I gave myself a few weeks so as to carry these and use them as my EDC flashlight, and I'm happy. I think it's worth it if you're looking for something different. The main advantage would be this one. They are super compact, very lightweight, and a form factor that just fits pockets beautifully well. I mean, you have small flashlights these days, like this Olight right here. This one I bought it myself. I mean, I could have asked Olight to send me one, but for 15-20 bucks, next day delivery, I bought it, and it's a great flashlight. This one was sent for reviewing by Through Night. This is that baton format, a compact EDC flashlight, but it is, you know, a little bit heavier than these ones, and especially the shape is a little bit chunkier. These ones fit your pocket beautifully well. Now, I was a little bit suspicious about accidentally switching it on. Not a problem whatsoever. I had these in my pockets for several days now, and I haven't had a single incident in which these were turned on accidentally, probably because of the user interface. Just clicking on these once does nothing. Now, at the same time, if you give it a double click, you turn it on. One of the other things I found out is that it's very easy to just pull it out of your pocket and find the switches. Sometimes these ones that have a switch on the side, I use the clip so as to point in that direction and make it, you know, more tactile. Best thing for me, clicky in the back. That is the most intuitive, fastest thing. This is a close second because given how rubbery and big that switch is, you find it. You don't have a problem finding it, and in no time you get used to just, you know, digging into the pocket and finding your flashlight and having all the light you need. You have 900 lumens of output, which is very, very decent. You have a large-ish battery. I see how they use some of the components, I would assume, or at least some of the language, or yeah, probably these, of the tiny Ravivon and Nightcore, these little flashlights. I love these. These are great for your keychain. This would be larger for your keychain, but doable nonetheless. If you want to have a little bit of a larger flashlight in your keychain, yeah, this would be a way to go for sure. It's largish, but not too bad. This is definitely super compact, about the size of your pinky finger. So these are nice. This though is a lot more power and battery. You know, I'm a little bit blinded right now because of the flashing of the lights as I'm doing the review, but there you have the specs. Parameter says 500 milliamperes of polymer lithium battery, so that's nice. 900 lumens on turbo mode for 75 minutes. I probably assume that it scales down after a few minutes as to not burn the entire thing. 900 lumens is insane. It has a decent amount of throw. Keep that in mind. It has this total internal reflection, reflector thing, which works surprisingly well for its size. So it's not a huge thrower, but it has nice enough throw as it is. 650 lumens for 127 minutes, 450 lumens for 160 minutes, and 15 lumens for 200. And this is 5 lumens, so this would be like the low mode. 5 lumens is still bright enough for 76 hours. That's insane, right? So you have a lot of, one of the things I noticed, I don't have any warranty here, guys. That is not as nice as, you know, a well-known brand like Olight or TrueNights, which if something goes wrong, you do have a written warranty and they do respect that. If I have a problem with EDC flashlight brand, I would like to think that the manufacturer or Amazon would take care of that, but a little bit extra peace of mind that you get from Olight and some of these better known brands. Having said that, all of the reviews I found have been very good on this one, and at least for me, the quality in general has been fantastic. Haven't had a single problem with either one of these. Granted, years later, we will see how this ends up going, but so far, so good, and the quality in general seems to be quite nice. Again, user interface, double click, you go into that maximum output mode. No, it hasn't got any memory mode. You can go into the other mode by just clicking, and you scale down and you go back to that high mode, and this would be the 5 lumen mode, which is more than enough just to find your way. I would have liked to see this one accessed like with maybe as a memory mode or the first one, given that this is not a tactical flashlight. Now, for some other people, they may like the idea of having that first mode in an emergency to being the maximum output mode. Depends on what you want, that's what you have here. With this other switch, you activate the side lights, which in the same way, you just double click on them and you go into this true color rendering light, which makes a better rendition of colors. Supposedly works like a lantern. I see the more use in terms of having this as a, yeah, it could be like a little lantern here on the side like that, or attached thanks to that magnet attached somewhere and using it as a little lantern. Especially this one, which with a translucent case, I think that's a better functionality compared to this other one that, you know, being black. You know, you see the difference, black one, this one. This, at least for me, this is better in terms of the lantern function, and also in terms of how bright the body of the flashlight is. This is glow in the dark, guys, and that is nice. That is an added functionality that this one does not have. Most of these translucent, but this one being glow in the dark, I would go with this model. Anyway, going back to the side lights, you have the color rendering LED. You have this other one, which is a UV light. It could be useful for detecting counterfeit bills. At least for me, at a time in my life, this was very useful. I use this all the time in Argentina so as to detect counterfeit bills. It also helps brighten the case, the glow in the dark case, giving that it's UV. Another press there goes into a red light for night vision. It does not impair your natural night vision as much as white light, so that's the usefulness of this. And it's not as detectable as white light. You know, this is not something you would use if there's, you know, night vision goggles going around, but it's true that in certain situations, the red light, especially at night, can be useful. Then it goes into this strobe mode with that red light in case you're, you know, emergency, you're about to faint or whatnot, you have that. And finally, you have this police type light, which, yeah, it is quite accurate in terms of how it goes between the red and blue light nicely. I see also that this could be useful for if you have an accident on the side of the road or your car breaks down and you have to walk back on the side of the road at night, dangerous because you could get hit by a car. This will make your position a lot more noticeable, and that could be useful in some kind of emergency. Something that can happen every once in a while. Ideally, you would not be walking in the side of the road at night at all. Yeah, but sometimes just things happen and you have to, you know, find your way around that. And having this little flashlight would add that possibility. The magnet I do like. I think that there's always like some kind of metal surface or rail or something, or a metal door or your car. There's usually something in which you can attach this, and it has proven useful in the few weeks that I've been carrying it. Just, you know, attaching it somewhere, getting the light pointed in the right direction, and helping me out that way. So I think it's a great option, guys. If you're looking for something different, give it a try. They're not expensive. I think I paid like 20 bucks, give or take, for these. I don't know how much they're going for these days, But yeah, something different, very lightweight, 37 grams of weight, very lightweight, much lighter than these ones, given that they have even larger batteries, and the power output is noticeable. I like the form factor. Once you get used to it, you probably will like it as well. Cool flashlights, something worth giving a try. Again, leaving the links for that below, and the links for my books, Street Survival Skills, Surviving the Economic Collapse, and Bugging Out and Relocating. Guys, have a great weekend. Take care.